Well, hello, fellow traveler. I felt really compelled to bring in a reading where we get some guidance from the archangels, because I do feel there's a lot of people out there in the collective that are moving through highly sensitive territory. Some of you are closing up cycles that had such a powerful effect on you. And there's been a lot you've been integrating, a lot you've been healing. And there's so much new energy rushing in with the Aries new moon. And it's so important that we're in a space where we're ready to really let all the goodness in, everything that's on the other side of that heavy lifting we've done. But it can be difficult. It can be difficult to open up to trust again, to open up to new experience. Sometimes, despite our best intentions, we can feed the fears, and that can really act as a limitation as we're meant to step into so much more. So I thought I'd bring in a little spiritual guidance for those who need a more gentle touch, who feel like they need that sense of being divinely guided as they're navigating this territory up ahead. And so I thought, let's bring the archangels in to have them help line us up with the flow of synchronicity, to help us spot the signs that the change is here, to help us navigate any territory that is a little tricky for us to find our way through and get a little bit different of insight coming through at this time. Okay, so let's just see what's coming in, and let's go ahead and bring in a sort of next 72 hours portal report around this, only it's a portal to the angelic realm. How about we do that? We've never done that. An angelic portal report? Okay, let's see. Let's see what the angels are going to bring through for us. How are they going to be communicating to us through our experiences, our feelings, our impressions, the signs, the synchronicities over the next 72 hours? It's really interesting. There's a lot of kind of innovative approaches to doing the readings that have been coming in for me tonight. So I think this is a theme. There's a lot of shifting in the flow of energy. And when the shifting comes in, allow the curiosity to explore, what would that be like? To try something this way, or to explore in this direction, you know, things that kind of like pique your curiosity in a positive way, you know, allow yourself to pursue that, because I really think there's something to that. There's something to that. It's been coming through all the readings. The reading last night, it's still here today. I mean, it won't stop. Well, the reading came in last night, but it was presented today. And it's just continued. So I feel like this is kind of like the new flow coming in. So be open. Be open to moving through your life in a new sort of way and exploring a bit over the next 72 hours. I feel like that's the initial energy coming in from the archangels, but let's get a baseline here. 8 of Raphael. This is the energy of the cups, and this is talking about things that are leaving your life, things that you are moving away from, where the investment of your time and your energy has served its purpose. How this can be an interesting liminal space to be in between the end and the beginning. How there can be sort of a bittersweetness to this experience, but where you are fearful about crossing that bridge and moving into the unknown, the archangels are really asking you to trust. Raphael specifically, who works a lot with helping to support you in your healing and your integration of the experiences you've been through. There's something better waiting for you on the other side of this transformation. So this is the time for you to understand that you are truly opening up to a brand new spiritual quest over these next 72 hours. You're going to spot the signs of it, and the synchronicities will line up for you to help you understand, what is that bridge I need to cross? What exactly is it that I do need to leave behind? And hints at what may be waiting for you on the other side. Because see, the angels really do like to work with a playful sense of mirth. They do have their own brand of humor. And there's something here about not needing to know all the details, but getting enough coming in that's going to show you there's reason for you to feel rather optimistic about crossing that bridge. If you could see what waits for you on the other side, you'd be running. You'd be running. It's everything that is the culmination point of all the healing work you've done. It's something that restores you, pours into you, and where you have felt like your life has been a bit like barren, arid land. It is about to become so verdant, full of growth and beauty and flowering, okay? Yes. You'll have a sense of what's right for you. The angels will be pointing it out to you, so do pay attention, all right? Because I think the signs will be showing up for you to help point you in the right direction of where you do need to put your focus and where you need to turn away and start moving toward what is capturing your conscious awareness right now, okay? So do be looking for the signs. And with this, we have 7 of Gabriel. This is 7 of Wands energy. And again, this is something about you really invoking your confidence, claiming your personal power, and recognizing that it's time for you to really stand up for what you believe in, for what's right for you. It may be shocking to other people as you really stand in your power and you stand true to what you believe is right for you and your life. But this is the transformation point. And it's what's going to bring you the fulfillment of all you've hoped for. You got Gabriel coming in here. Gabriel often comes in to help us work with these tough decisions in our life, to make these judgment calls, but also really helps us in navigating tricky relationship territory, especially in terms of our communication. So there could be something in relation to this. You may have held back your peace. Maybe you felt like you couldn't enter into communication with people because you have very different beliefs about how a situation should be handled, or you have very different desires about what you view as the outcome you would like to see come to fruition here. This is about you really knowing that what you believe in, it's right for you. So stand behind it, stand up for it, stand in your truth, and speak on it if you need to. Make it clear, make a declaration, have confidence, and trust. Despite what others may tell you, you know what's right for you. You're not off the mark here, okay? I do think it's something that could be a stirring influence, and there could be those who feel like they know better. It's sort of coming through like that, but you've already received a higher perspective. Of course they don't get it. They haven't gone through the experiences you have to gain the insight that you have about the situation. There could be transformation with others in time in relation to this. I feel like you will be getting assistance with that, you know, in navigating some tricky interrelationship kind of territory here. But the reality is, this is about you first and foremost. This is about you claiming your personal power and that power to use your will to decide what's right for you in your life and make your own decisions. And it very well could have something to do with a bridge you're choosing to cross, something you are choosing to leave behind, and a new chapter you're really ready to step into, okay? And I noticed on the bottom of the deck here, we have Knight of Michael. So I know you're protected in moving forward. You're protected as you issue this communication. This is very strong, committed, intelligent, diligent energy. Okay, so this is not you moving forward erratically. There is insight, wisdom you have about where you're going now. And if you have any doubts about that, because maybe you felt swayed by others' arguments or opposition, I think it's going to become very clear for you over these next 72 hours. It just turned 10 on the clock. Wheel of Fortune. Something is really going to make you feel like, yes, I'm ready to use my power to effect the change in my life that I feel is right for me. I'm ready to step into the new cycle and all the gifts it brings. And you're getting a firm indication here from Michael that it is time to move. And pretty soon, quickly. Pretty soon, things are going to speed up. So the time to act is quickly approaching. And this is a time when you really need to use your wisdom over your emotions. This will help cut through anything that may feel a little ambiguous. And I do feel there could be a dynamic there where you may be somebody who is very much in your heart space. You're sensitive, you know, and you are sensitive to the needs and desires of others. And maybe people know that. And they could pull on that and play on that a little bit. But that could really hold you back. Because there's something that is very clear to you. Something, it is your truth. You believe in this. So you need to trust this, okay? It's so important. And I feel like where you do feel there are things that are making it unclear, not much longer. There's sudden changes coming in here. Sooner than you expect, it's going to really shift the landscape. And you're going to know that you've been right on the mark all along. You really will. It's going to be very validating for you. And I think that in and of itself will really restore your confidence in yourself, your own intuition, your own insight. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. So it does look like some opportunities to step into your personal empowerment, your confidence, your ability to act upon what you believe is true for you and right for you. And I think that's wonderful. So that's a lot coming in over the next 72 hours. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to present itself here. Any other insight you want to come through, archangels, that you want the collective to know? Okay, got, oh yeah, oh wow, yes, oh my. Well, the awakening is on its way for sure to free you from these troubles, these worries, these things that have been on your mind, these things that have been causing restless nights. There's something transforming here. A lot of what you're worrying about right now, Archangel Michael wants you to know, is really unnecessary. It's like you're manufacturing fears. Fears because you don't know what's up ahead. So you're starting to invent monsters in the closet. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're mocking up things to keep you in a state of inactivity, to keep you from actually taking that step on the new path because you don't know what you're going to find there. You're calling fears to you though. Your worry is really unnecessary. It's important at this time that you focus more on what you would like to see for yourself. And I think this is important. Dissect it, okay, from other people. Think about what you would really like to see transpire for yourself. What are you ready to step into? What would give you a personal sense of fulfillment? If you're uncertain about that, spend a little time over these next 72 hours asking yourself, what would fulfill me personally? Forget about my relationships and things that involve getting the whole group on board. Let me just really look at myself. What would fulfill me personally? Maybe you can think of one word that kind of captures the essence of that. Maybe all you really want right now is just some peace. What would give you peace? What would peace look like for you personally? Start kind of carrying that energy with you and see what's revealed to you. The more you can focus on what you're wanting to call more in of, as opposed to the things that are stressing you out, concerning you, or the way you feel like you have to make sure everybody else is okay with how you're choosing to live your life and the decisions you're making, the more that you're going to build momentum in a direction that's actually going to support you on the path ahead. It is time for you to release any feelings of regret, guilt, or worry, give it over to the angels. They'll help you out with it. And they'll also show up through synchronicity and give you signs about what energy you really are stepping into now. So you can kind of let that static clear from the channel, and you can get a clear view of what is funneling through you now, what you're harmonizing with, and the path ahead, what it needs you to be ready to step into. As you come into energetic alignment and clear that sort of static from the line, you'll have more of a synergy in communication with your intuition, with spirit, that will harmonize you with the path ahead, that allows you to open up to everything that's ready to pour into you, instead of moving forward apprehensively and drawing what you fear to you. That's how our worry becomes things that we don't want to be experiencing. It's a little bit of that rabbit medicine. That's how rabbit comes through as a trickster. Rabbit is all about the way that through how we apply our focus, it's a point of fertility. Our thoughts are a seed of potential that when we feed it with our focus, our awareness, it starts to grow. It starts to magnify, and it starts to have a magnetizing force where it draws what we're focusing on to us. So if you're focused on your fears and what you're worried about, what you feel you need to protect yourself from, you're going to start to draw those kind of experiences towards you. This is why if you are feeling fear or worry, if you have anxieties, things that are stressing you out, ask the angels to take those from you and to help you see how to soften into your path. Ask them to show you how you can soften as you come back into the flow of life again, and this new road that's opening up for you. But truly, there's nothing you need to worry about here. You are experiencing the shock of the new, though. We got tower energy here. This is about you changing your life. You're meant to change. Things aren't meant to stay the same. Archangel Shamiel here, coming in to provide assistance. There's a sudden revelation that you're going to experience as you move through these next 72 hours that gives you insight into the key that is the source of your freedom. You're gaining a key to your freedom here. It's going to give you a clue about what door you need to prepare to open here. This is also about breaking free of hesitation, procrastination, things that you really do know are speaking to you, but for one reason or another, you've been holding yourself back, likely because of opposition from others' viewpoints. You're afraid of fallout. You don't want arguments. You don't want drama. You don't want stress. You also lack confidence, perhaps, because other people have been telling you, oh, that's ridiculous. You shouldn't do that. If you do that, this is going to happen. This is your path. It's about you trusting where you're really being guided to go here. There are opportunities that are going to come your way. You're going to start seeing the first signs of this. First signs of the nature of the opportunities coming your way that are going to change your life. So pay attention. And on the split here, ooh, yes. Oh, I love it. Take a bow. I know you went through rough stuff, man. I know it's been a rough road. We all know how rough it's been, man. We all moved through Pluto and Capricorn. We know what it means to be in that territory where we are facing off with the devil, man. We know what that's like. And we also know what it's like to finally get to the other side of something that at one time in our life would have been the very thing that had us on our knees. This is you understanding you have completed a cycle. You have closed a karmic cycle. It's time to acknowledge the work that you have done and to really recognize where you're at now and take a bow. Take a bow, because really there's something you've navigated successfully. There is a situation that's ended here. It's never going to be the same. You're opening up a brand new door of potential in your life. and you're finally free. Whatever was holding you back, it no longer has a hold now. You did that. You rose to the challenge. Acknowledge it. There's new opportunities for happiness that are going to start coming into your life now. And it really is time to put the past behind you. You're not going there, okay? And I love it because it looks like you will start to realize your worth, the value of your experience, the value of your time, your energy, and all this beautiful energy that you're stepping into now with the Queen of Ariel. This is growth that is manifest. It's coming through the energy of the Pentacles. There's something that is so obvious. All you have to do is really see your true reflection to acknowledge it. This is a maturity that has come through the experiences that have tempered you. And I feel like you're getting practical guidance coming through signs and synchronicities about how to navigate this little stretch of transition that you're moving through into the new cycle from the angels. And they're going to come through for you in very generous ways, okay? Generous ways that are also going to make you feel really happy. It's going to uplift your energy. So nurture yourself and those that you love. You have the ability to make anything more beautiful at this time, right? And there's going to be a lot of guidance coming through for you. Practical, wise advice that's coming through synchronicities. It's angel play, okay? So open up to it. And don't negate those conversations you have with strangers where they say something to you that just lands a certain way. Because there's often angels in disguise. And there are earth angels out there, okay? And I think you're going to have a brush with a few over the next 72 hours. There's going to be some interesting occurrences. So just be aware. Be aware of your surroundings. And when you feel that resonance, like, ooh, that was a gem I just got handed there, just know that's the angels talking to you, okay? Because they like to do that. They like to appear through strangers that know just the right thing to say at just the right time. And there's going to be a lot of these kind of synchronicities coming through for you. All right, cut at the deck to cap this off. 22:44 on the clock. Okay, 22 coming in as a synchronicity. 44 coming in as a synchronicity. We know that there's going to be a little bit of that angelic magic weaving through your life. So do enjoy the angel play. It can be a lot of fun. It really can be. They know how to have a good time when they want to. They also know how to be very loving and somewhat strict and stoic with you when you need to be brought into alignment as well. But I feel like they're really helping you get recalibrated, get in your own personal power. Because I do feel like there's a lot that is meant to join up with you at this time. In some cases, it's connections, it's people that you are meant to work with here. It's people you're meant to enter into relationship with. It's guides that are coming onto your path. But there's growth there, and there's something new that's getting rooted in your reality. And it's a beautiful synergy, a beautiful coming together, a beautiful sharing of power. And they want you. They want you to be ready for this, okay? So just watch how things unfold. You're going to be getting a lot of guidance here. Woo, look at that, the Magician. I feel like you're going to definitely feel like some power's been put in your hands, and you're going to be ready to enter into the play of transformation. That's the thing. Transformation doesn't have to be all this hard and heavy work. It can be playful too. There can be a spirit of enthusiasm around it. There can be a jovial quality to it. And I feel like this is what you're being asked to embrace now. And truly, you're being told that you can manifest the life you envision for yourself. And what you may be surprised to find is that what you need to make it a reality is going to magically appear. There's successful beginnings here. Very positive. I love to see that. And on the other side, Oh my. I mean, I think there is somebody very special you're joining forces with here. Looks like you're calling the dawn in together. Look at that. There's healing here. There's healing of the heart. There's healing in your heart too, that makes it possible for you to be touched again, to be touched emotionally, to be touched on a spiritual level, to have your faith renewed, to be touched by another, by an interaction. This is gorgeous. Two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful, kindred spirits. And if you needed to hear it, if this is the question you had, don't give up on those you love, okay? Not when you're just inches from striking gold. Godspeed.